So Shaq is basically telling Giannis to stay put. Do you all agree with Shaq that nobody cares what market you play in anymore?
I do.
Sonny, you agree with Shaq saying it doesn't matter the market?
Yep. I'm not gonna change what he said because it was beautifully put. It was beautifully put.
Eloquently.
I ain't saying they need to go to LA, but ain't nobody going to Milwaukee.
Yeah, ain't nobody going to Milwaukee.
Talking about he need free agents' phone numbers and talk to them personally and all that. They gonna accept the call and
just because of you.
Politely decline. Like, ain't nobody going to Milwaukee, bro. That's just unfortunate.
Listen, Milwaukee up and coming.
I don't care what's up and coming about it. People not free dudes that's trying to win something or be something in this NBA. They are not going to Wisconsin, man.
At all.
They're not. Just what the fuck it is, unfortunately.
A proud state.
It is very proud. Green Bay Packers go, Marquette go, Bucks, but ain't nobody going there, man. They're not. Like, it's just what it is, man.
So
like,
who gonna turn down money?
It ain't about the money, bruh. Yeah.
It's always about the money.
Dudes ain't going to Miami.
Oh, dudes is gonna go.
They haven't.
Those spots are going to be filled, regardless of what y'all think.
Let me ask y'all, you always talking what someone's gonna do.
It's gonna happen.
What has happened so far?
What has happened?
That's what we're asking.
What has happened?
What someone's going to do 20 years from now as the proof today. We're talking about the proof right now.
We've been through
as
this.
we sit here
As of
today.
2025.
We've walked through this.
Yes.
So, I wasn't here, so refresh
2025.
my fucking memory, please. Who has signed in these places? Please refresh
Not traded, signed.
Jog my memory.
What did he just say?
I heard what he said.
Get guys' phone numbers.
Market.
Get the social media.
2025.
But this guy is
Not
private.
1990.
Yes, we're talking about a private
big
guy.
market shit don't mean nothing if you got a big social media presence.
He don't.
Who don't?
Giannis. He's trying to get there. He's not Shaquille O'Neal personality.
Man,
Is he? Is he?
The Greek freak.
I don't care for what you call him.
He's not
the fuck
Shaq.
is
Yeah,
like just because that's his nickname somebody gave him. He didn't come up with it.
He's the two-time
If he's in a
MVP.
big market,
He's a two-time
if he was in a
MVP.
big
Cool,
market,
in
he'd be
Milwaukee.
Shaq now.
He's a champion.
In Milwaukee.
If he would have won that
Not
somewhere
in the NBA.
Ain't nobody coming there to join
nobody
him.
coming, yeah.
In Milwaukee. All of those things he did happen in Milwaukee, yes.
So then nobody else should, like,
Who came
you
there?
shouldn't join anyone. If you're not going to come join Giannis, a proven champion MVP defensive guy.
Have they done
And
it?
why would you go and, like,
Have they done it? I mean,
he hasn't
whatever
had
you're
time
saying,
to
I'm
do
asking
it.
you.
He hasn't, nobody has time
Motherfuckers
to
didn't
do
want
it
to come
yet.
play with the Lakers with LeBron James. You think they finna go to
Nobody has
motherfucking
time.
Milwaukee?
They haven't had time to do it. They was winning.
haven't had
They had
time?
a winning team. They didn't.
So-
They wasn't trying to bring people in when they
Oh,
was
they wasn't
already winning. We got our guys. We're winning with our guys. What do we need free agents for? They need them now, though.
So who's coming?
We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see. If he stays, somebody gonna come play with
No, he
him.
done tried that for what, 10
Nobody.
years?
Going to Milwaukee, bro.
What year this is for Giannis? 10?
Ain't nobody going to Milwaukee,
Ain't
bro.
nobody going to Milwaukee.
Reality is always reality. Can you play back what he
Hey,
said?
dudes ain't going to Miami.
12
Dudes are
seasons.
free agents not going to Miami as free
This
agents.
ain't the 90s.
If you had advice, if you could give him, if you could bend his ear a little bit, what would you tell him as he's approaching sort of maybe a crossroads in his career?
I would tell him they're probably throwing in his face bigger market. Doesn't matter. Social media is the market now. You go to LA, that's 50% of your contract goes to Texas. More pressure, more articles, and more stress.
More stress.
You know,
All
he
right,
made
pause
a
it.
name for himself.
Let it play, man.
So
let it play all the way out.
I'm fucking confused now. Because if you stand in your market that you're in, you're just as visible. But you go to LA, now you get more articles, more stress, more what? Like, well, and the good part. More recognition, more jersey sales, more off the court money. We watched it in real time. Luka jersey in Dallas, and then when he got his motherfucking ass in Los Angeles. No matter what they said, did his jersey sales not pop out the motherfucking roof?
I had the first.
Huh? Did it not just explode?
Did they lose in the first
Did it
round?
not explode?
Did they lose in the first
That's debatable.
Huh?
That's the.
What I'm
They
saying
lose
is,
in the first
They
round?
lost in the short
Not
term,
an eight.
but they might have won it.
Came on.
Not losing, but
Come on.
did it?
He didn't win a championship.
They lose in the first round?
He didn't win a game. The nigga just got traded there. Jersey sales skyrocket because what Shaq said, more and more. More and more. I hear the bad part, yeah, taxes and yeah. But there's a good part too. But you're saying that, markets don't matter. Do anybody have the Charles Barkley clip? Because this will be a contradiction to each other.
Very short.
Because I'm pretty sure Charles Barkley, this year, at least 8 times, has complained about the coverage of only big markets. From his side.
Let me tell y'all something.
Tell me something.
And first of all, I want all the smoke. I
Tell me
don't
something.
whistle when I walk by the graveyard or anything like that.
Wow.
I don't whistle when I walk by the graveyard.
right.
I like that
Hey,
one.
man.
I'm stealing that one.
The Lakers are doing great. Got a long way to go. But the reason the season's been going great for the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Y'all just want to talk about the Warriors and the Lakers. They're both doing great. Don't get me wrong. If I turn out to be wrong, I got no problem with that. But y'all are idiots because y'all talk about the Lakers and the Warriors all the time. Y'all don't. The Cleveland Cavaliers have won 12 straight games. The Oklahoma City got the MVP and they are on fire. Y'all are talking about who's in second place. That's the reason I get pissed. Hey, the Lakers are doing great. I don't mind being wrong. The Warriors are doing great. But that's because you fools on other networks, which we going to become fools next year. We'll be working on that network.
Okay.
But Oklahoma City and the Cavs been balling for 6 months. Y'all talking about teams that had two great weeks.
Time out.
It's gonna be food.
So
We gonna
a team that's been great for all season is getting overshadowed by niggas who played 2 good weeks.
I think that was
The gist of it. While he's at a Laker game,
It's gonna be food.
while he's at the Laker game, not OKC. He wasn't at OKC versus Cleveland. He wasn't Cleveland versus Indiana game. No. He was at the big game talking about who they should be talking about, but he never talks about them either. So what Shaq is saying is not actually reality because here it is. You only talk about big markets because the big markets is what makes the big money, right? If you go through baseball, there's 2 motherfuckers that's standing out, right? What cities are they in? Huh?
if you're referring to Shohei Ohtani, who plays for the Los Angeles Dodgers, that would be
And then what's the other one?
If you're talking about Aaron
that
Judge,
6'7" motherfucker, huh?
the 6'7"
That's 6'7", and
Aaron
then
Judge plays for the Yankees.
what's the other one? The little one. The Mets?
Mets.
Right, that's New York, right?
I know Black Juan Soto.
I know that. He's the highest paid, right?
He does make a lot of money.
Okay.
He make a lot.
Who makes the most money off
Good
the
bottle flipper as well.
Like one of them makes so much money off the field, he didn't even take his contract. Just defer that.
That was Shohei Ohtani.
Because he's here in Los Angeles. He's making so much money, $65 million a year, in endorsements
Yeah, I got his jersey.
that he don't need.
Yes.
Yeah, we got it.
May or may not be using some of those funds to
Same thing with they
use the underdog.
But so the market is the place. I get that social media is a thing. I get it's a thing,
Yeah,
but
because-
it's still the same, man. Where you live does matter. If Giannis went to a big city, it's gonna change, just like it changed for Luka.
Which is
That's
it's tough Shaq saying this when Shaq literally left Orlando to go to.
But he's trying to say it's not back then, but
Well,
it's still the day now.
Shaq left Orlando because they took out a poll in the newspaper and asked the public should they pay him. And that motherfucker said no, he was hurt and he left.
But that's just indicative of how small markets think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But there was an expansion franchise that didn't think they could afford him. The city of Orlando didn't think they could afford him.
That's sick.
So the poll
Dude.
said no.
That's sick to do.
So
Do
of
you
course he
think
benefited of going to the
the
Lakers.
Lakers had no problem affording him though?
Then we
Not
got-
at all.
Like it's
He's
not
a big
about
Mario
it's
fan.
not about
Not at
that.
all.
we got
Well,
the,
yeah, they
Man
looked
of
that up.
Steel after
Like he's
that
talking about
movie.
the contracts. Yeah, the contracts across the board is the same. Max is max, right?
Got it.
That's not the advantage of big markets. The big market is endorsements, shoe sales, jersey sales, likeness, the things that, I got GQ magazine. Have we seen a GQ magazine over in Memphis anywhere?
You got Shaq food.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Game, you got
Shazam,
Shaq
a great
food,
film.
Shazam, man.
Like, you think Louis Vuitton is putting a billboard up in Milwaukee? I guarantee you, if they're gonna put a billboard of Giannis, who's Louis Vuitton, I guarantee that bitch is gonna be in Chicago. They're gonna put it in the big market. They're not putting it in backwoods Milwaukee.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah, I'm just sorry.
Milwaukee, a solid
Los
metropolitan
Angeles,
area.
he here in Los Angeles, you're gonna put that motherfucker anywhere.
Oh, you was out there.
So, you know what I mean? It is. It's a real thing.
Currently
It's still-
pay my
even though
family.
we try to pretend it's not, because obviously you don't want everyone just jumping up trying to get to the big market.
Yeah.
Right now,
Because you don't gotta be greedy. You just stay where you at and win. That's what Shaq's saying. You don't have to do all
Nobody
that.
going there though.
But if
don't
you've
have to-
lost
you don't
now
have-
3 straight
You
first
don't have to
rounds,
do all that.
Nobody's
I don't
going
wanna
there. That's a
34.
trade.
We won here.
Unless it's a trade, ain't nobody.
We brought the first championship. Well, the next
through the draft.
championship.
Through the draft and trade.
50 years. How many years was it?
One it left, hell.
How many years was it?
Through the draft and trades.
Bro, why would you leave your kingdom?
I hear him.
Why would you leave your kingdom for a bigger market and a bigger payday and not win?
So before that was Lou Alcindor that won? Yeah. You need to follow us.
I ain't leaving.
That's cool.
You
Ain't
need to
nobody
follow his
coming.
I don't
footsteps.
need to leave.
That's cool. Ain't nobody coming there to join you.
We good then.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna have to be.
Man.
Cole can figure it out. He can figure it out.
Los Angeles.
he's on Los Angeles. Hey, so
talking about?
what Shaq's saying it doesn't matter, right? That means, in theory, we know the real answer. That means 2 small markets with social media glaring. These finals should be breaking records or at least stay the same as last year's then, right?
Well, they will with real basketball fans.
Right? I'm just saying it should, right?
If you don't watch it,
It's gonna
that
be
means
some
you're a
good bump,
casual.
man. People
It's
gonna watch.
gonna be
Okay.
good. People gonna watch this.
It's gonna be some
Unless
good
it's
bump.
being promoted otherwise.
It's gonna be good.
Why would
This
it
is
be-
good basketball.
Right. Yeah.
We've been watching good.
gonna be a good bump.
Same 2 teams play good basketball all year long.
Yeah, who watched it?
Everybody watched it.
Then why were they complaining
all
about
year
it?
long.
Did we need to
Watch
play?
the playoffs.
Did we need to play Charles Barkley again? Say
Watch them in the
they won
playoffs.
12 games straight. I think 3 times in a row, but nobody cares. I think he said it's out his mouth.
He said the people that was covering it didn't care.
Yeah, like him, because he wasn't covering either. He just
That's not the world that want to see it though. It doesn't account for everybody who likes basketball. Just for people who just talking about it on TV.
Hey, sure. You're a Cleveland Cavalier fan, right? How often did the world talk about Cleveland when it was whooping ass? They didn't. Okay.
We did,
So when y'all
we
was
did
whooping
reference
ass,
you
to
once
take,
or twice.
you had to convince us that they was whooping ass to take names, right?
But we had a feeling that another small market team would rise from the fight.
Because my check didn't go to Ohio, I can tell you that.
Yo, I hear you, Shy, and I hear but there's a reason that they put them teams on NBA TV.
A fine network.
It is. It's a very fine network.
Hard to find sometimes to navigate.
Yeah,
To keep going
I
down.
guess so.
Just keep going down.
And I guess it's the reason why these teams is in the finals too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't.
NBA
that's not the
TV
conversation.
to the finals.
It'll
What a
change next
fucking
year.
come up.
It'll
This
change
is a
next
great
They
come
put a
up.
Pacers game at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I like underdogs. I like the niggas that don't supposed to be in the spotlight.
it'll
Then all of
change
a
next
sudden
year.
they like, man, how the fuck you get here?
Yeah,
You wasn't invited to this table. How you get here?
it'll change. You know what I'm saying?
I hope this happens for the next 10 years.
They'll be on
the
TV
life
more
of
next
this.
year. They'll have more televised games, national televised games next year. 'Cause all you gotta do is win.
Crash the party.
What'd you say?
All you gotta do is win.
All you gotta do is win, and you gonna have what?
More.
Do Lakers gotta win to be on TV? Nope.
Finish third in the
Lakers
Western
don't have to
Conference.
win. Lakers don't have to win. Philly ain't got to fucking win. Yeah, it's just unfortunate.
So if you don't want to win,
There we go, right there.
Golden State ain't got to
The
win.
conversation about who's winning.
Golden State ain't got to win.
conversation's always about who's
No, that wasn't
No,
the
not for
conversation.
TV.
The conversation is don't leave because
TV.
the bigger market doesn't
us,
do
yes.
anything.
We talking about for
For us,
No.
yes, not for TV.
Not what they're talking about.
We talking about us.
He's talking about that you don't need to go because you get it here, and it's like, nah. No matter how many championships he win, he's not gonna get more. He's not gonna get more national TV games than a Laker, Golden State, or Knick game.
Not gonna happen.
Why are we talking about 10th place? Because that's Steph Curry down there.
Yes.
In season game.
6,000 career threes made. Shit, listen, this motherfucker is amazing.
So why does Giannis need the big market again?
I didn't say he
Because
did.
he has a chance to win more championships.
Yeah, I didn't say he
Since
did.
you talk about winning.
I say he can stay where the fuck he at. I'm just saying Shaq is the point of his statement that I don't agree with is people coming. Like if he's staying in Milwaukee, he needs to get guys' phone numbers and call them.
As if
That's my.
in
I'm
bed.
he can do all the calling he want, and telling guys that this is. It's not. People not coming there, bro.
I don't believe that.
Hey,
I do not believe that.
okay, some
Motherfucker gonna pick up the phone and Giannis on the phone like,
They
hey, bro,
gonna pick the call
what's
up, yes.
good?
Yeah, they gonna.
What's good?
Yeah, they gonna
That's
pick
So Giannis
Antetokounmpo.
That's what they
Antetokounmpo with
gonna
that
do.
kind of reputation and
That's
his,
what you would do.
That's
I'm saying pedigree.
No, that's
Not
what
me.
you would do.
I'm saying if somebody get the phone and you got Giannis is like, yo, I want you to come play with me, you're gonna be like, nah, man, I'm good.
That's what you would
What
do.
nigga in the NBA is would do that? Tell
Whoever's
me.
undid it
give
for
me
the
a
last
name.
fucking
Give me his
10
name.
years.
Give me
I
his
don't
name.
know.
That's what I'm saying. So if we don't know, we can't say no.
Let me ask you a legitimate question. So you don't think Jimmy Butler picked up the phone? You don't think Bam picked up the phone in Miami and asked certain guys to come join that motherfucker?
I don't know.
So,
But you're
but you think Giannis gonna pick the phone up and somebody gonna
That's
answer?
what he just told him to do.
Ain't nobody gonna. People gonna pick the phone up because it's Giannis. Absolutely.
Gonna be like, yo,
what's up, yo?
I'm definitely thinking about
And they
that.
gonna politely decline.
Everybody's gonna decline on Giannis saying,
Yes.
yo, I think
live in
we can
Milwaukee.
win a championship,
Come
bro.
live in Milwaukee.
Bro, I think
Gonna
we
make
win a
up some
championship, bro.
Come live in
You
Milwaukee.
mean to tell me there's gonna be players in the NBA that's gonna answer that call and say, nah, I'm
Yes,
good.
Why
absolutely.
haven't they answered it yet, Shad?
He hasn't made the call
How do you know what he's done?
Because he just told him, Giannis, you need to call these guys.
So you think Shaq had to tell him that?
That's what we talking about. We talking about the clip.
But do you think Shaq had to tell him that? You don't think he's reached out
He
to
ain't
guys
never
before?
had to. We
Why not?
won a championship with a core group of guys I grew with. We ain't never been in this position before. Now we in this position.
So we're trying
I
to get
gotta
better?
call around now.
So are we trying to get better every year?
That's what he just said.
So from the championship year that they had, right? When they won the championship, right? Are we not supposed each year is supposed to get better as a team?
Yes, we do.
We're supposed to upgrade our roster every year, right?
No, we don't have to. Well, we're supposed to. We don't have to.
We don't have to, but this is the expectations. Yes?
We didn't. Okay.
So therefore, okay, we didn't. We lose in the first round, right?
So that's the next 3 years.
But the first round exit.
He was hurt.
Okay, but how about the second one?
Hurt again.
So you don't think, let me maybe get some help in this motherfucker after that one?
But those two injuries ain't got nothing to
Then
do
you
with
call, then Dame
him
get
leaving.
there.
Those two
through a
injuries ain't got
trade.
nothing to do with him leaving.
Dame come through a trade, which is not a free agent.
Didn't
through a
ask
trade.
for him. Didn't ask
Wait.
for him. They didn't ask for him.
So, but
Come on.
That was a trade that was made
Come
for
on,
Portland.
come on.
They
So
got
you
him
think-
through a deal.
Wait. So
they
you
didn't
think
ask.
he didn't had nothing to do with
They didn't
that?
ask
Had
for him.
say
No.
so in that?
They remember,
So
you
he
remember
wasn't
the
welcome
report. They
open arms?
reported. He was like, "Yo, I got Dame."
So
Like,
they didn't
was-
ask
so-
him.
so
They didn't
he-
say. They didn't
So
say.
was he welcome
Y'all
with open
reaching,
arms?
man.
So
Y'all
they
I'm asking
never
you a
said
question.
Giannis.
I'm having a
What you think about
conversation with
Dame?
Giannis didn't go
So-
and recruit that. That was a trade.
But was he welcome with open arms?
Yeah.
Every trade is welcome with open arms,
No.
bro. When you got a superstar like Dame, look, you don't
Okay,
think we're
cool.
gonna welcome him with open arms?
So now he has help.
Okay.
Right.
3rd year, 3 years straight.
Now
Gone.
they lose again.
We need to change some shit up. Like we ain't never changed.
Dame not coming back this year. Dame not playing this year. So now he needs to pick the phone up and call
He just
somebody.
bought a house in
So do you think somebody's coming there?
Yes.
Ain't nobody fucking coming.
Yes. You know why? Because it's wide open.
No. What's wide open?
Playing with Giannis. Dame is down. It's wide open.
But he coming back though.
But right now, it's wide open.
They're not winning next year. With that roster,
Whoever
that's
come on that
constructed-
team can establish
With that
themselves.
roster that's constructed, they're not beat nobody. With that
Whoever
head
come on
coach
that
over there that has a handicap, they ain't beat nobody. They ain't beating nobody. You give a fuck what? Giannis was great this
He
year.
just bought a house in New York.
They got a pedigree, bro. The Bucks have established a pedigree.
Giannis,
bought a house.
They
Giannis
get to the
established
playoffs
that.
every year.
Giannis
bought a house
established that
in New York.
They
pedigree.
get to the playoffs every year.
Giannis established that pedigree. Ain't nobody, no
House
free
in
agents
New
going to Milwaukee.
If
bro.
you
You can think
love
that shit all you
Milwaukee,
want.
why you buying?
He can pick the phone. He can call listen.
Why would I buy a house somewhere else?
can
Free
have-
agents will go to
Yo,
Orlando before they go
He
to.
can have an NBA Rolodex out that motherfucking.
So free agents will go to Orlando before they go to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Man, what?
Free agents will go to Atlanta before they go to Milwaukee.
KCP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was free. He just won a championship. He got championship pedigree.
We didn't
two
need,
rings.
We didn't need him.
He got 2 rings, but he's
Y'all
a free
did.
agent.
Y'all
We
did
didn't
need
him.
KCP.
We
Yes,
had
y'all did.
Beasley.
No.
We had Beasley.
He don't do what he do. He's
do
not
the
a
same
winner.
thing.
He's not a winner.
They do the same thing.
He's not a winner.
He's a shooter.
Championship
We had
pedigree.
a
Wait.
And who's the better?
We already had a guy.
So they
he-
got KCP just
boom,
a shooting?
Boom.
So KCP just a shooter.
KCP went
He's just a
opposite
shooter.
of where he was.
Is he just
No.
a shooter?
KCP went down.
Y'all need
KCP just a
KCP.
shooter?
That's
Y'all
not a
need
good
KCP.
acquire. That's not
Was
acquired.
KCP
They
just a
need
shooter for y'all when
KCP.
y'all wanted?
No,
What did he do?
He was an integral part of the team.
So, yeah. 3-and-D guys, what they
should've
call
never
it,
been
right?
Free agents
Lock
going to
shit up.
Detroit before they go to Milwaukee.
Dependable. Locking shit up.
Tobias Harris.
Free agents going to Detroit before they go to Milwaukee.
Tobias Harris. Recent. I'm just giving you the
should've got
most recent guys.
You saying Clay couldn't have went to Milwaukee and
Yeah.
been shooting guard?
Okay, Klay Thompson.
Ain't no way.
Fuck
Who was there?
So
Nobody.
At his position,
Ain't
Nobody.
No way in hell.
Who's there?
Who was there?
No, who is there?
he was hurt.
Nobody.
Who was
Chris
there?
Middleton was hurt.
Was he there?
He was hurt.
At the small forward. Who is the
Just like
shooting
Dame.
guard?
Just like Dame.
Who is
Hold
the
on.
shooting guard?
Whoa.
The shooting guard.
Just like Dame hurt right now, right? Chris Middleton was hurt
Who's
when
the shooting guard?
this was happening, right?
That's what I'm saying.
So why would he come there? The man's coming back. He don't know they're gonna trade him. So why would he come there? The man coming back.
You're saying Clay, right?
Yeah, why would he come to Milwaukee and Chris Middleton is still on the roster?
I agree. I said that same thing.
Huh?
I agree.
So why would anybody come now? Dame coming back. So why would anybody come there like anybody that's gonna help?
That's
Dame
what I-
coming back.
That's what I was saying. I was like, yeah, like we won't need to do all of that because guys are going to understand if Giannis calls me and he says he wants me, this is not a scramble. This is not a shot in the dark. He's going to make it happen. He thinks I can help
So
him
give
win.
me a guy.
I'm going to give you the actual guy. Fuck Chris Middleton. The shooting guard, Jackson. You know, the shooting guard. You saying Clay couldn't beat out him? Who averaged, 3 points, 4 points?
Or KCP.
Number 44, the Jackson kid.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
But I'm just
he
asking,
averaged
give
the
me a guy.
whole 3. He averaged the
Okay,
whole
KCP.
3. You're talking about Clay didn't want to go
Hey,
there.
Josiah, can you do me a favor?
Y'all
Oh,
are
Steve,
hard.
one of y'all-
No,
you guys do me a favor.
you're reaching when you're throwing.
Can you look up the unrestricted free agents for this summer, please?
When you're talking about who the shooting guard, Clay's position,
No, I'm talking about.
it's number 44.
I would
It
get
has
Clay.
nothing to do with what's
How
the
do we
name.
get to
Oh, no, but I'm on hold. No, I didn't move on.
Well, how did we get to Clay?
Yeah, how we get to Clay?
Because he was a shooting guard. You said, Giannis is there, Dame is there. Why wouldn't he want to go there and win a championship?
Yeah, I just want
He
to
went to
get.
Dallas
Why? He could have went there.
because Kyrie was there.
But
Wanted to
Giannis
go.
and
He
Dame
wanted
is
to
there.
go somewhere else.
Giannis and Dame is there.
He wanted to go somewhere else.
Well, oh, because Dallas is a better market than. Got it. You see how you just fell into that hole?
Okay. Is Clay getting promoted more than he was in oh.
I'll give you like 10 names, Kenya, unrestricted. So I'm not doing player options or none of that.
No, just unrestricted.
Brooke Lopez, he's a
Ooh.
Buck now.
No, okay.
big time.
Clint Capella,
Ooh,
Bruce Brown, Malcolm Brogdon,
ooh.
Miles Turner,
We need to get Bruce.
Tim Hardaway Jr.,
He could help.
D'Angelo Russell, Little D-Lo,
Little D.
Karis LeVert, Luke Kennard, Dennis Schroeder,
Luke Kennard could help.
Steven Adams.
Luke Kennard could help. He's a shooter.
Dennis Schroeder can help.
Tim Hardaway Jr. could help. He's a shooter.
Hey, I'm Giannis Antetokounmpo. I
them
call
dudes-
any of those dudes
yes.
on that list.
Yes, I'll give you
Except
that
for
list.
Brogdon.
Listen,
Except
hold
for
on.
Brogdon.
I give
So now
you that
we're gonna-
list.
now
no,
we're
no,
gonna- we're
that
gonna
list
move
that
the
he just.
goalpost.
No, I'm not
That's
moving
not
nothing.
an all-star, though.
That
It's
list
not.
that he just gave me, absolutely.
Are all the free agents
Unrestricted guys. None of those guys are stars that's going to
Yep.
replace Dame Lillard.
Yep.
So those guys are bench guys that could help.
So now we're
Right?
looking
No,
for
no, no,
guys
no,
who
no,
are
no,
going to
no, no,
replace
no.
Dame Lillard.
That's going to move. That's going to help.
Superstars.
That's going to help. No, a star. Give me a star.
Is Dame
None
a
of those-
superstar?
I said so. Give me a star.
That's going to replace Dame.
No, that's going to help Giannis. Those
While
guys are
Dame is
solid.
down.
While Dame, because he's going to miss the entire year.
Okay.
He's out all next year.
Okay.
I'm not saying give me a superstar. Give me a star.
But there
A
aren't.
free agent.
Remember, there aren't any available.
So therefore you
this
gotta
has
make a
been
trade.
this has been summers.
So therefore you gotta make a
summers
trade.
every summer. Think of every summer if I'm a GM and I look
stars
at that
available
list
this-
and I look at that list and I'm like, yo, this list is crazy. I ain't got nothing to pick from this summer. This is all I got. So think about that. Like,
How about the list last summer? What did they grab last summer?
Oh, I got a Reese.
What was the list of summer before that? Who the fuck they grabbed that summer to? I mean, we can go every summer. if you
Name
wanna
'em.
go.
Yeah, no, but I'm just.
name them.
No, they did go
Because
for it.
obviously this summer, you said all of them will pick up the phone.
Of that list that he just named,
All of them.
they would.
All of them.
Yeah, they
I'm
would.
pretty sure last summer, all of them would pick up the
But
phone
who could help
too.
though? So therefore, if the list they pick the phone up, but other guys that He needs shooters and athleticism, and they need to get off of fucking Brook Lopez.
If all he got to do is do what LeBron been doing, call the niggas you need and tell them to come over here and help me.
Oh, man, I'm glad you said
Help
that.
me, help you.
How many people do you think LeBron called to come down to Cleveland before he decided
None.
he was going to go to Miami?
None. Rich called everybody.
On whose behalf?
I don't know.
How many
they
people-
would say, I know nothing about who called who, but
How
he know
many
who
people
called
do
who.
you think
Ain't nobody going to
he
Milwaukee.
called to pick up the phone and come and play with me so we can win a championship? You don't think he asked Melo? You don't think he asked Dwayne Wade early? You don't think he called Chris Bosh, and when Chris Bosh said, hell no, I'm not coming down, I'm trying to leave the cold, right? You don't think none of these calls has happened? All superstars usually get on the phone and try to use their power. When Kobe called, who he needed. Yo, Dwight, I want you to come. Right? That's him calling. Because players respect players. So you're going to get more done by the player calling, not the general manager. So 1,000% Giannis has called players to try to come there, but it is Milwaukee. Same like when Dame was in, you don't think Dame called anybody to try to come help him?
I hope Giannis comes out and says, yo, I've never called
I
anybody.
text his brother.
I've never called anybody.
You texted?
He never called anybody to help me.
Yeah, but
I
why
hope
you
he,
texting?
I hope he say that, man.
I
You
text-
got to come out and say that, bro.
I text his brother.
Just say it
We'll
just
get
for the
answer.
trolling's sake. Just troll for the sake. I never called anybody to tell them to come play with me until this summer.
Until this summer, that's going to come up.
You need help.
Okay. Well, we'll hopefully I get a text back. 'Cause I text.
Ain't nobody going to Milwaukee, bro.
Ain't nobody
You
going.
know it. Y'all gonna see.
Ain't nobody going.
Y'all tripping, man. Everybody better go where they can fit. Fuck that shit. What you mean you ain't going? Shit.
Man.
Lil Quint Dickey.
I said, that's better than that.
That's where you want to go? That's where you want to go. Okay. 23-hour lockdown. Okay. Yeah. Shoot program.
The LaQuint Dickey Mining Company.
You don't want to go to Milwaukee, nigga, please.
Hell no. I'd rather throw rocks at
You know
cars.
what kind of cheese they got in Milwaukee?
You rather throw rocks at car swaggy.
Yeah, nigga.
I had my last stop of my career was there. I had a cup of tea in that motherfucker, right? Coffee, tea, whatever you want to call it.
You ain't want
beer?
that.
If you want to, was it Milwaukee Bush?
Milwaukee's
beer, whatever
best?
that is?
Yeah.
Milwaukee's
Yes,
best.
yes.
Milwaukee's
best.
best.
Yes.
A fine brew.
Best.
Come on now.
Milwaukee's
Come on
best,
now,
right?
okay? You put the jersey on now.
I did. I got it at the house, right? And I'm here to tell you. Bro, I'm here to tell
That
you.
Milwaukee
do it, man.
best is
I was in
my
that
dad used to have
motherfucker
that shit
dead.
all the time.
I got to that bitch in motherfucking January.
Very cold.
Dead winter. Dead fucking winter. As much as I wanted to play basketball, every morning I got up to go to fucking practice. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here, Kenya?
Preference, man.
No. I didn't been listen, I've lived everywhere I've played besides the Clippers. Everywhere I've played since I left Dallas, Texas, it snowed. When I went to Cincinnati, it snowed. I left there and went to Jersey, it snowed. I left there and went to Denver, it snowed. We left there and went to China for them 3 months, it fucking snowed. Came back with the Clippers, then went to New York for 2, it snowed. So the snow ain't the issue.
Okay. What's the issue?
If it ain't snowing.
It's the place where it's snowing.
Yeah.
Trust me, it ain't the snow that's bothering the people. It's the place where the snow. It snows
when
like
I
a
go,
motherfucking Chicago.
when I go and it snow, I ain't got no other place to go.
I hear you. Listen,
hear
everywhere
me?
you go, they treat you nice. You go to the steakhouse, carnival,
Nah, I don't
they
like that
give you a
snow.
steak.
Cheese, please.
Hey, they give you a
That
steak.
snow
With,
ain't
they
good
give you a
snow.
steak knife with your name
Hell
on it. All
yeah.
that shit, you great.
It has your
Man,
name on
how
it.
could you not want that kind of cheese? Nigga, they bring that shit out
a
to the
steak knife
plate,
with your
nigga,
name on it.
platter.
What if your
This
name is
this
OJ?
kind of Gouda. Gouda cheese, nigga. You ain't had no Gouda before.
It's a
Okay.
different.
Come on,
exquisite.
nigga. You know what Gouda is.
They-
Nigga showed you that Gouda, nigga. This Gouda. Different. You put this on the cracker.
I used to get mad.
put
when
the
I had to
cheese
go out
on the
there for
cracker
fam-
and
I
you
used
eat
to get mad going out there for family reunions. I ain't know what.
Speaking of which, your Milwaukee
So you
family.
can't avoid it. You can't
still looking
avoid your
for you, Swag.
lineage, man.
Still looking for
You
you.
got kids out there.
All right, well,
Kids, god damn.
let's keep this thing moving.
And Jesus.
Hey, when KD was a free agent, who called him, Ken? His players, right?
Okay.
His players?
There were some players.
When LeBron was a free agent last year, who the fuck called him and tried to convince him to come on over there?
Oh, we know.
Right? So they called each other trying to convince each other that it's what stars do, trying to call it. So the fact that you don't really think Giannis actually called anybody is just sick in itself. So he's just different than the other stars that's trying to fucking team up. Right? Can you come help me? I think we can play well together.
Win. We watch him play every day. If ain't nobody else in the NBA trying to win every game,
That nigga's trying to win.
he trying to win every game he fucking playing. So I'm pretty sure he didn't motherfucking call everybody that was available from the time they won that
I'm tired of this
championship
shit. Give me
before
somebody
and now.
Hey, man, all Shaq's saying is if you haven't, you might want to think about it.
Well, you don't think about it because ain't nobody coming there.
All right, well, let's keep
I ain't
this.
saying he has to leave. I'm not saying he has to join the big market. I'm not saying that at all. If he does, great. But as stand right now, he gonna have hard motherfucking time trying to get convince a motherfucker to come to Milwaukee.
Can you
It's
show the
just even
unrestricted
harder
free
in
agents?
Milwaukee. Like hard times is harder in Milwaukee. Have you ever had a hard time in LA and a hard time in Milwaukee? It's just so different. Damn, they want to kill yourself.
I had a hard
We
time.
not
in
suggest
Minnesota.
that, Swaggy.
I had a hard time in Minnesota, then I had to have a hard time in Sacramento.
That's two hard motherfucking places.
I live a hard life. It's a hard life.
So PG, LeBron, I think.
Hard knock
Right?
life.
I'd rather have, yeah.
I was coming from New Hampshire. I don't know, it's been difficult everywhere. But you rise.
Hampshire.
You rise. You rise through the fire.
All right, well,
Through the fire.
He already has.
let's keep
We've been
this
out here in
thing
LA
moving.
ever since. You know what I'm saying?
A beautiful
That's
city.
retirement, though.
God bless Luka Doncic. Let's keep this thing moving. Today's podcast is sponsored by Rough